co-conspirator 6. As a fair journalist, I mentioned some clues and possibilities, but we do not know. We cannot confirm that. So when it comes to the secrets to success in Trump world, as mentioned earlier, for Epshteyn, it's no secret anymore. It was his political loyalty, even above perhaps legal acumen. It was his zealous advocacy, especially on TV, and his repeated and demonstrated willingness to go where other Trump Republicans won't, to do what other Trump aides will not. That clearly catapulted him to the top of the orbit of the most important Republican in the Republican Party right now, someone who, for all his legal problems, could still be the nominee. And that's all even with the alleged demerits raised by colleagues, lawyers, and others around Mr. Epshteyn. So all of that might have gotten him right here. It might got him to be among the company of other lawyers, and maybe he got on the right side of that line. Maybe he found a way to name-check Giuliani, to do some of the bidding, but not be named a co-conspirator. Or maybe the DOJ ultimately will determine things that put him under more legal scrutiny. But it's the tactics, the loyalty, the advocacy, and the perseverance that these individuals have showed that does tie them together. Mr. Eastman was willing to reverse himself, to lie, if you want to put it blatantly, about what was the law. Mr. Cheeseborough and Sidney Powell went so far that they had to sometimes deal with people saying this is, quote, wild, unusual, or as Trump said it about Powell's claims, crazy. Mr. Clark and Mr. Eastman, you see on screen, they've been searched. Mr. Epstein's phone was also taken pursuant to the probe at one point because the DOJ thought those people who were supposed to be officers of the court looked more like co-conspirators. The question tonight, knowing what we've learned about Mr. Epshteyn, is will he remain so close to the sun that he can no longer provide the kind of defense that Donald Trump so desperately wants and needs, or has he threaded this needle politically, legally, and otherwise? All the former president's people, some of the former president's co-conspirators. Rarely have we seen so much heat around so many people with someone trying to make the biggest pivot of all, a pivot away from a jail cell and into the Oval Office.